Let us get... So I called it needs food, and that fills me with worry. I actually don't know why we need food. I don't know what my plan was for food. Or I just know that it's something that we need. And really, considering all of these people are people, that kind of goes without saying. I don't know why I left that as the note, to be honest. Also, I was only it was only showing left audio on the game PC, and I was like, please tell me I didn't knock the damn audio cable with my foot or something. Turns out no. It's just this song is very fancy. And it is. It's very fancy. Alright, so the problems with food are actually problems of power, right? Because we had... Jesus, what happened here? What happened there? I don't want to know. We had an eclipse, right? Which lasted for like days. That was annoying. And I don't know if our batteries have actually recovered yet. We have fully finished the hydroponics basin. We've moved in some heal root. In fact, let's make this heal root at the bottom. I still think stockpiling potatoes is the way to go. Have as many of these potatoes as we can. They grow at 172%, which is ridiculous. The other thing we could do to get power back is... How much of this is overhead mountain? Sorry, that's not the right one. This one. Oh, like none of it. What? Hold on. Like none of it is overhead mountain. We would lose 4... Like one hydroponics basin turned off, basically. Just to build up some power. Because apparently, even with 3 solar generators, we're still losing power. Well, let's let it play. We can sit here and postulate all we want. Really, we should just let it play. We are discharging power, so hold on. Can I see power usage? That's not something I can see, is it? Graph. Nope. Oh wait, hold on. Select graph. Hold on. Wealth, population, colonist mood. This is oh, get me out of here. Population. Yeah, this that's where Natalia was. Yep. And that is where Amanda died, I think. Yep. Mm-hmm. Wait, was the other guy so short he didn't even register? He didn't even count. He showed up, had a heart attack, and that was it. I think he didn't even count. Alright, anyway, sorry, get me off this graph. Back to the only graph that matters. Money. Alright, so statistics, that doesn't help me at all. Play the game. Leave it on 1 for now. Grid excess is still... We're still losing power. Which is insane, because we have 3 of these at full power. Where's it all going? Is it the machining bench? Both of these don't even have power. They ain't even using it right now. Is there a heat wave? Maybe that's where our power is in trying to cool this place. I wish Overhead Mountain created like cool zones. You know, like I feel like this area should be inherently cooler than the rest of the house. Just because it's completely underneath like mountain, but I guess a lot of it's just a roof at this point, isn't it? All right, we're digging that out. We're going to put a vent in there, which will allow air to get into the rest of this area, which should make this not so toasty. If I ever try to remove the ceiling, that will be a problem, but all right. Build me a vent. Is that actually cooling down? Okay, it is. This is already 24, which means this will slowly tick down to 24. Okay, this is livable space now. So does everyone have a bed? Giles, Steven, Hannah, oh yeah, Busto and Mech. I forgot that the 2 of them hooked up, and Regara is our new guy who is insanely good at being artistic. And that is really it. He does have a passion in plants, which is a must in this colony, let's be real. But sadly, that's going to be irrelevant because all he's going to do is half-finish marble sculptures, apparently. That's what it's very artistic. A lot of projects, all of them at varying stages of completion, but none of them actually complete. That I relate to that. Okay, what do we need? We need. Can I build? I can. Should I? It would have. Oh yeah, the weird extra rectangle shape, or quote unquote circle that it has. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. It's pretty well thermally insulated, I think. If I look at the temperature, like none of this is getting in here. Chickens. Oh, good. More wild animals have random. Oh my god. Okay. Animals. Hold on. Animals? Okay. I'm sorry to do this, but I think this has to happen. We already are barely feeding our animals as it is. We'll keep the ones that lay the eggs. Do we want to grow the hen population? No, we don't. Because let's be honest, that ain't going to do shit. We have a 10-day-old male duck? 8-day-old male duck? Oh, right. Yeah, those two, huh? All right. Let's nip that in the bud before it becomes a problem. And we're still low food, huh? We are slowly going to replace all of this with corn. This will all be corn, which should kind of help our long-term food situation. In fact, why don't I expand this to all of that? Hold on. Delete this. Then expand this zone so it's all one zone. There we go. Yeah, we might as well let these cotton plants grow. There's no reason not to. Alright, all of the chickens are coming in. All but one? Two. All but two. Good job, Mech. You nearly did it. Oh yeah, I forgot we have our little room here. How are your needs in this room? Great. Actually, quite comfortable, even. We made a poor marble bed for our Why don't you sleep in the excellent one, Stephen? You could be so much more comfortable right now. But I guess you're just, you're one of those people. No, it's good for my back. Having this terrible bed is great for my back. It's good. It's basically a piece of MDF that I just put over some other pieces of MDF. It's fantastic. Really helps align my spine. Stephen does seem like he'd be one of those people. Hannah and Mech are playing. Giles is pissed because of the whole Amanda thing. Yep, that's fair. 8 without a table. I mean, Giles, we have the solution to that, my dude. You're sitting at it right now. We do need a bigger table, though. He is right. I can't really deny that we do need a bigger table. So, what if I were to put this here like that? Then I could put the bigger table. This crafting spot, does it really need to exist anymore? Like, what is the smoke leaf joints forever? Yeah, we don't need that. And goodbye. So now, table. I think obviously we want a table of the marble variety. We could make a... sorry, voice crack. We could make a wood table. Marble uses 100 marble blocks, which we're currently using for all of the art, which, you know, is a problem. This is a small sculpture. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put that in Regara's room. He didn't make it. Seeing someone else's art hanging in his room will power him to become a better artist. It's inspirational. Speed through the night here. Are we serious? Fucking... God damn it. Cut all the blight. I was literally just like, hey, maybe we're kind of getting even on the hay grass. Of course, all of the chickens that should not be alive are eating that hay grass. How are we still out of power? Are we entirely wind farm here? Wait, hold on. Is everything hooked up? Okay, yeah, everything's hooked up. Why do we have no power? Who's starving? Busto? Alright, so it begins. Well, I mean, we are about to fix that problem. If we could have somebody, somewhere, at any point, butcher the damn chickens. There we go, Mac. Thank you. Giles, what are you doing? An migration of fennec foxes. Alright. He's digging at steel. Alright, you know what, Giles? I think you got it. Cut the damn hay grass. Just this fucking... it's this minefield of steel over here. Yeah, he got the steel. He did it. Well done, Giles. Well done. They seem to have a few items to trade. Okay, we might trade with them. We have $70 to our name. Why? What did we buy again? I seem to remember buying something that was good. Maybe. I have no memory though of the event. So I don't know. Maybe we didn't. Maybe we just wasted our money. Speaking of waste, this limestone column does not need to be here, does it? Yeah, that's a hell no. Of course, Busto runs out of inspired trade. Seconds after a trader enters the area. Makes sense. Bring us back down to a nice 2. 3 is a little too frantic for me, I think. Alright, well, we have some food. Rice is being harvested. Love to see that. Let's look at our work as well. Regar is a 1 in arts. He is a 2 in grow. Harvest crops and forage for wild plants. Okay. Did we cut the hay grass yet, guys? Guys, come on. Steven, this is literally way more important. Because the unimportant hay grass is now blighting my potatoes. Which is way more important than the arbitrary pile of wood I've decided you guys should create. Get to it. Chop the damn blight immediately. Giles is finishing that. Okay, well, Steven, you're actually moving way faster than I thought you would, so... Is there a way to just right-click on an area and have them cut the area? Because, like, that would be nice. I imagine that's a mod. Where did you get blight from? There's nothing around you. Is it even blighted? Yeah, there we go. Cut it. Immediately. There we go. God, Steven plants so fast. It's ridiculous. I kind of want Regara to, but he's arting right now. We can't interrupt that. Who am I to interrupt the progress of art? Is this finally deteriorating? Kind of. Do we have a dumping stockpile for tainted stuff? We do, right? No food, obviously. Weapons, no. Apparel. Only tainted apparel. And only tainted regular armor. Critical. Alright, so we can now allow that. Don't we have tainted apparel in here too, though? Why is this not being moved? Is there a reason that we aren't moving this? Vitalia's butchering. Love to see it. Alright, maybe... Oh, you can butcher until you have a certain amount of meat. Okay, you know what? Perfect. Yeah, no more butchering for now, Natalia. If there's an animal, leave it. And Giles. Why are you hauling to the shelf when this exists? Hold on. What am I missing here? Allow tainted. Oh, is it because the... Oh, right. This all still needs to be checked. Everything else should be checked. It's just allow clean needs to be unchecked. Okay, that's probably what was stopping it. Because it's technically burnable. Trade. No, not you, Mech. Sorry. Carry on doing what you were doing, Giles. Trade. Low food again. We might need to up our the amount of food we store, huh? Alright, so we can sell this terrible great bow, and I will not miss it. We can sell this terrible revolver. Honestly, the 60% machine pistol, like, goodbye and good riddance. Regara, you made a normal sculpture? You're a level 16 artist? Frankly, you should be ashamed. Alright, smoke leaf joints, honestly, the only good thing to do with these is sell them. Let's be honest, if we had more than 3, maybe, but we do not. Oh yeah, the prosthetic leg for Steven. We do need to install that. I don't think it's worth buying, Pemmican, is it? It really doesn't feel like it. I think we're good. Take my shit, give me money. Goodbye. Alright, this hay grass is still being eaten on occasion. I love to see that. We have some eggs. Some chicken eggs. Why is this stored here? Hold on. Why is this stored there? It literally shouldn't be, right? Like, there's no reason to store that there. Egg. Nope. Hey, Natalia, do you want to haul that before it hatches? Okay, so tables, furniture, marble table. It's kind of going to be, you know what? Build it there for now. Actually, put it there. We'll move it, probably. Oh right, that's one thing that's making everyone's rooms less good. Awful steel pot. I wouldn't piss in that. All right, so we need. Where did the phrase pot to piss in come from? I imagine from like medieval times, probably. Do we want medieval? Do we want marble plant pots? I think we do, because they probably look better. Why no power? Is it just because we have so many hydroponics basins now? I get the impression it is. Okay, so... Oh, also we have a turret on all the time? Doesn't seem wise, does it? Let's flick the switch on you. I think we are just going to need to make a second wind turbine, unfortunately. I just think we don't make enough power overnight. It's just the wind turbine for this entire hydroponics bay. Also, another battery probably would go a long way for that as well. While we're at it, put one there too. Let's get through the night before all of my plants inevitably die. Ah, I don't want to search for hay grass. I know where it all is. It's in the stomachs of these heathen chickens. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 chickens with no bed. Let's give them a bed. Can I charitably call that a bed? I guess. I am, so yes. Yes, I can. Yes, Stephen. Stephen, no, build. Build it. You were doing the right thing. I don't know why you were up so early, but do it. Schedules. How is everyone's schedules? Boom. Inspired creativity. Good. Maybe you can do better than normal this time, Regara. That's a small sculpture. Okay, well... While you have inspired creativity, make a large one. Is there anything else they could do with inspired creativity? I feel like no. Oh, I can just look at the message, can't I? Art, item, art, or furniture. Okay, well, he can only do one of those things. It's art. You're level 17 and you got normal? Region leading master, my ass. It does look like we're coming up on a corn harvest, which makes me happy. Also, did we leave any of those eggs? No? Okay. I was thinking of maybe saving one of them. Bit eh. Marriage is on. Mech told Busteau that they want to spend their lives together. Alright, Busteau will change her last name to Black so she can be Woman in Black. How about that? Alright, so in that case, we need a marriage spot. I think the far away from the graveyard is probably advisable. I guess I'll just put it in the main room, right? Like, just put it here, right next to the... right there? Yeah, that seems good. Ah, God. Save fucked me up. Put it there. Combat supplier. Okay, this is who we want to talk to. We have, like, no money. So I don't know exactly what I'm expecting to have happen. But I'm feeling good. Guys, come on. Really? Through the house? Really? You couldn't have gone around? Alright. Giles, you are planting, but someone else can do that. Trade with the nose? We're trading with the nose. Alright. He's gonna have some good stuff. Nicky the nose. Alright, so, they just have... They have a golden sword. I get. Okay, there is a chain shotgun. Oh, that's what we bought. We bought an assault rifle, didn't we? Yeah, I remember now. Black vest would be nice. We could sell our steel plate for, like, more flak armor. Plasteel? Oh god, yeah, I can't afford that shit. Jesus, I was looking at it like, oh god, plasteel. Didn't look at the price. Didn't really take into account the price of that. We do need more steel helmets, actually. I'm glad that this combat supplier showed up, because we have more heads than we have helmets, and that is the wrong way around. We should have more helmets than we have heads. Let's be honest. Shells? I don't think I care about. I can almost buy another pair of flak pants. So let's look at this. Oh wait, they don't have flak pants. I do. Can you just show me what they have? God, some filters on this would be nice. I can buy a steel helmet, recon armor, which I can't afford. A flak vest. Okay, I can buy a flak vest. That seems garbage. Sorry, Okayist, I'm gonna have to take your first question of numbers Fassy. I'm afraid I don't have any Fassies for you today. I'm full out of facets. I'd rather have a turtle shell than a helmet. Just okay. I mean, I think they're designed for different purposes, technically. Turtle shells are designed to block like animal claws and teeth. And I imagine maybe the steel helmet is just that useless. I guess the curvature on a turtle shell would give it pretty good ricochet protection. Give you a lot of glancing shots, probably. Yeah, I can't really afford any of this, and I really don't have anything to sell them either, except 2 good revolvers. Which does allow me to buy a flak vest. No, it doesn't. Never mind. Just take my revolvers, get out of here. Yeah, sadly, I don't think I have a numbers fact for you today, Okayist. I mean, I'll give you a numbers fact. Wait, are these connected? Please tell me they're connected. Supposedly, and yet you're not... Wait, what is blocking you? What is... The roof. The bloody roof. This little bit of roof right here is completely disabling. Completely disabling this. God. Polar fact. I don't think I have one of those either, to be honest. Oh, I watched through Watched, God, what were we watching? Why am I drawing so many blanks today? Good God. I should be in bed, I guess. I should sleep. We just watched Tomorrowland, which sucked. Do you want to, like, remove all of the roof, Giles? Or, like, just the little... There we go, Busto's got it. What did we watch? Why can't I remember it now? It must have been really bad. Like, we watched Tomorrowland, and that sucked. But before that, we watched something else. Oh! We watched Lion King. That's what we watched. We watched Mufasa. The fucking... Mufasa prequel to The Lion King that no one asked for. And let me tell you, it was exactly as, like, just pointless and awful as you think it is right now. As, however, just mediocre and pointless you feel like that would be. The prequel to The Lion King. Live action, by the way, quote unquote, CGI. Let's call it what it is. It's not live action, it's CGI. It was that. It was exactly that. Is that the one with the Tomorrowland? Is that the one with Geoga Clooney? I think that's his World of Warcraft username, but yes. It's the one with George Clooney. That movie is an exercise in patience, let me tell you. Like, it is 15 minutes introducing a character to a completely different movie. Then you spend the next 45 minutes introducing another character that is like the quote-unquote main character, but they're not George Clooney. So, like, you know, the one played by George Clooney is inevitably going to overshadow the other main characters, quote-unquote, that are in fact not played by George Clooney. Like, even on the poster, when you start the movie, George Clooney takes up, like he has the Batman Arkham City cam. Like, he takes up a third of the screen. He is a solid third of the TV when you turn that movie on. The other main characters are somewhere. I think they might be behind the play button. So yeah, there's that. But it's like 15 minutes setting up one character that is young George Clooney. And then it's like 45 minutes of getting the other main character into the story. And when you finally get them into the story, you finally get this person into the story. You finally get them alongside the main character, Joker Clooney. And then it's like, okay, let's get to Tomorrowland. So they spend the next 30 minutes getting to Tomorrowland. And then of course I fix my power and a solar flare happens. They get to Tomorrowland. And then the movie's like, okay, so you know how the entire hour and a half you just watched was kind of mostly sort of about getting to Tomorrowland? Well, you are now in Tomorrowland, and Doomsday Device. It's Doomsday Device. Somebody should stop that, probably. Like, out of nowhere. Like, the movie, like, they show a clock, and that's supposed to, like, key everybody in that this movie's actually about a Doomsday Device the entire time, instead of, like, a magical dimension of wonder and magic. And then the last 30 minutes is everyone going, oh god, we should turn that off, probably. How are we going to do that? There's got to be some way to turn it off. That's literally the whole movie. And then one of the last lines that George Clooney says, because remember, he is the main character, so he has the ending, like, monologue at the end of the movie, because, again, he's the main character. As much as the movie wants to pretend otherwise, he's standing there monologuing. And during this monologue, he says, it is not difficult to blow up a big evil building that is convincing that that is convincing everyone on Earth to do the wrong thing. That's what he says. He says, deadpan into the camera, it is not difficult to blow up a big evil building that is telling everyone on Earth to do the wrong thing. And I feel like to get from the beginning, which is, wow, you have a jetpack. That's really amazing. You should come to this amazing place and do amazing things. And then the second reintroduction where they're like, oh, wow, look at this amazing place and all the amazing things in it. We saved you a seat on the rocket. And then it's like, okay, you get to the end of the movie and it's just this completely different feel of like, it's not difficult to blow up a big evil building that's convincing everyone on Earth to do the wrong thing. Like, it is a bad movie. If you have Disney Plus, watch it, because it's weird how much time it wastes, and also how drastically the tone of that movie like will just shift. We have a masterwork. On this carving is a portrayal of a duck, laying on the ground and shivering uncontrollably. The scene takes place inside a willow forest. Does it? Because I must have missed the forest on my way in. There is a brook in the upper part of the image. The artwork tells the story of the duck being stricken with flu on the 13th of August, 5502. So we don't get to know which duck. The duck. Just the concept of a duck. Alright, so this is obviously going in the main hall. Pride of place. Next to the other one. No, we'll put this one in the corner. Because this is just excellent. Who cares about excellent? We have master. So yeah, Tomorrowland was weird. These fucking lizards, stop eating my corn! Wildlife. There were no... They walk in. Do it. End this iguana. You nearly saved it, Stephen. Alright, well, there you go. Nearly saved that corn that has been growing for literally a year. Oldest plant age, 1. Some of these plants are a year old, and these bloody lizards keep showing up and just eating them. Crying out loud. Ah! Alright, sorry. Anyway. But yeah, that's a... You probably got... does it have Keegan-Michael Key in it? I don't think so. If it does have Keegan-Michael Key in it, I must have missed him. Wait. No. Yes? Is he the, like, store clerk? No. That's not Keegan-Michael Key, is it? There's, like, this weird scene where... So, also, that's the other thing about the quote-unquote main character. They are a super genius. George Clooney's character is introduced as a genius. He built a jetpack at the age of 10, and his dad complains that... Not that he's wasting materials, not that he's wasting time, not that anything else. Like, what did he... I can't remember. Like, he complained about the most banal thing. Like, his son is building a jetpack in his garage using all of his tools and probably all of his, like, household appliances that he probably paid money for, right? He's disassembled some shit that used to work to make this jetpack. Oh yeah, and he's like, it doesn't even work. That's how they showed that his dad wasn't supportive. His dad's not supportive by stopping him from doing what he's doing. He's not supportive by yelling at him for using all of the household materials and probably some money and tools on this jetpack. He said, it doesn't work. His problem isn't that he's done all of this. His problem is that it doesn't jetpack, which is hilarious to me. Like, of all the ways you could show, like, a unsupportive father that comes up later in the story, by the way, like his father not supporting his work as a inventor comes up later, and he's just like, it doesn't work. That's how he doesn't support him. Hey, they left a gift, a short bow. Great, I will sell that to the next person. Oh wait, could I have bought from you? Let's trade with Chalaki. Chalaki? You have a lot of stuff. Oh wait, no, I have a lot of stuff. You want a lot of stuff. You're just lugging around a reinforced barrel? This guy's lugging around a reinforced barrel and 23 cups of tea. This is my kind of guy. Yeah, I don't need any of this. Goodbye to you, sir. I've completely forgotten what I was talking about. Oh yeah, so the George Clooney is a genius. George Clooney in the movie is labeled as a genius, but the main character, whose name I think is Casey. Oh yeah, her name is Casey Newton. Newton. Oh, Rhythm. You enjoyed Tomorrowland? Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's an okay movie. I wasn't spending the last 20 minutes complaining about it, and I wasn't going to continue complaining about it either, because I do not like Tomorrowland. I do not like Tomorrowland at all. I do not. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like Tomorrowland. That might just be because I just rewatched it, but it bothers me. It bothers me greatly. But so what I was saying though is that George Clooney's character is a genius. Builds a jetpack at the age of like 11, lugs it to the World Fair to show people, gets into Tomorrowland. This main character, Casey Newton, just in case you didn't get that she's smart, is a super genius. Like, she's the genius that they bring in when they want the other geniuses to feel stupid. Like when the geniuses get too high on the hog, when they feel like they know everything, you bring in Casey Newton so that they can feel what everyone else feels around them. You bring them down a level, because she just knows how everything works. Like, she sees a time traveling screen that shows you the future and immediately knows not only that it works, how to work it, but also what it's doing. And like shortly thereafter figures out that it's actually creating the future that it's showing. It's not just displaying it, it's actually making it happen. Self-fulfilling prophecy. Very heavy-handed self-fulfilling prophecy. But yeah, she's super genius. And unfortunately, that's really all she does in the movie, is just be super genius. She's just super smart. Because she actually really doesn't impact the movie in any way. Like, her entire purpose is to get George Clooney and the Athena. I think they did literally name the robot that finds gifted people after the goddess of wisdom, for the Greek goddess of wisdom. I think. I'm amazed they didn't give her a pet owl. Casey Newton's whole purpose is to get George Clooney and Athena in a room together, and that is it. Because after that, she really doesn't impact the story at all. Which was annoying, because they spent quite a long time getting her involved in the story. And then they just don't do anything with her for some reason. This has been, you know what grinds my gears? Yeah, you know what grinds my gears? Tomorrowland. You know what grinds my gears, actually? Shortly after that, because we're going through Disney Plus, getting our money's worth, as it were. Went to watch Tron Legacy. I'm about 10 minutes into that movie. I don't know if you've seen what they did to Kurt Russell in Tron Legacy, but just Google de-aged Kurt Russell or Kurt Russell Tron Legacy, because I kid you not, the graphics they used on Kurt Russell's face to make it look like he was from the 80s. He was living, how he looked in the 80s. It wouldn't be out of place on a PS2 game. Like, it is very unpolished, to say the least. It is very weird. Alright, we have gunsmithing. Awesome. What do I need now? Blowback operation? I need all of the gun stuff. But yeah, sorry Rhythm. Welcome in. How are you, mate? Hope you're doing well. I didn't mean to rag on Tomorrowland too much, but it is a very confusing movie to me. It'll sway violently from like, a cute kid like Wanda. Look at this jetpack. Look at this holographic dog. You see how cool it is? Oh, by the way, let's vaporize 8 people and beat one of them mercilessly with a baseball bat. They're all robots, but still, it's like a really weird changes in tone in that movie. Where is this Really? Really? In the food bay? The least defensible position in the entire house? They will break through in a few seconds and plant hives. Okay, so really should have got those steel helmets going, huh? Let's save Giles's, Wiles's. It's confusing when it jumps to not just different times, but different multi-dimensional locations. Yes. Yeah, it does that a little bit, and it's quite weird. And there's this whole sequence that really just reads of the movie maker really either wanted to go to Paris or really, really likes Paris, because they get the gang in a teleporter, teleport them to Paris, and then have this whole, I imagine, quite expensive CGI extravaganza with a rocket going all the way up into space, then turning around and then coming back down from space to get them to Tomorrowland. And they were never really in danger at any point. Like, the stakes don't get raised. You don't feel like, oh, what are they going to do? Like, there's no problems really. They plan to go to Paris to use this thing to get into Tomorrowland, and it goes off without a hitch. And so I'm like, okay, why not just teleport them into Tomorrowland using the teleporter he made? You know, like Athena makes some last minute changes and they just cut out that 10, 15 minutes we spend in Paris with the whole rocket and the CGI and all of that. Because it doesn't really add that much to the story. There's only certain ways to get there, but I feel like it doesn't really serve the story at all. It's just kind of a lot of wasted time. Like it's just almost like dead air. Like, seriously, if you have them teleport and you just replaced the whole Paris section with a black screen and then they appear in Tomorrowland, really fundamentally nothing changes about the movie. Nothing changes at all. Because nothing happens in Paris to the characters that really does anything. If it's just to, like, say, hey, it's really hard to get into Tomorrowland, like, okay. I mean, that's a lot of time spent on that plot point. Infestation, sorry. I'm just thinking about George Clooney now. And whether he does in fact play World of Warcraft. Alright, so how are we handling this? I think obviously we need our tank. Shut up and enjoy movie, British man. Do you know the amount of times people have told me that? You'd be surprised. Oh, also, yeah, we'll deal with that as it comes to it. Alright, soldier. Tank. Soldier? Which one is the one I made? Is it soldier or armor? Like, I don't know. I think it's armor. Alright, let's go armor then. I don't know how to make them wear tainted armor. Tainted armor. Alright, does everyone have a gun? Or similar? Steven has a thing. Hana has a gun. Regara has a gun. Busto has a great bow. Okay. Also, Regara, if you're going to have a lot of downtime, you get to research. Congratulations. You get to be a researcher. You also get to plant more. Because you sitting around twiddling your thumbs ain't gonna fly. You can also haul, why not? Okay. Regara, I don't know why you're fleeing. Actually, can you even fight? You can't. Okay. I don't see a reason to assign you anything then. Let's just keep you normal. And Natalia. Honestly, yeah, let's keep you normal as well. I don't see any reason for you to respond to this. Yeah. I really don't. Everyone else can do shit. Is Steven putting on the armor? He is. Really, really slowly, but he is. Alright, let's unallow this door for now. They broke it? Oh, I'm very upset about that. I was really hoping they wouldn't break it. So not many of them made it through. Just one mega spider and 2 mega scarabs. Is that everything? Yeah, kinda. Oh, that's very sad to me. Alright. So yeah, Ragara's just going to go about his life. Steven, of course, doesn't have a helmet because he's so busy putting on that. Okay, there we go. So I think what we're going to need is Steven, Mech, and Hana, and Giles. Everybody come here. Like that. Now, Steven is going to go here. And I'm not going to try and save any of them this time. Alright, he's down. That Mega Scarab is also dead. Steven, can you handle a Mega Scarab on your own? I feel like you can. Alright, I know I said I'm not going to try and save any, but we have a Mega Spider here. They are very good to have. Although, I mean, it did go down very quickly. But then again, I kind of have a good setup in this corner. Better than I thought. Repairing limestone. I don't know if you need to be doing that right now, Busto, but whatever. Hey, Steven, you going to go attack, or...? Jesus. Alright, well, that worked. Everyone on... Everybody on. Okay, so, plan. The plan here is going to be... Mech, you're the guy. He died? No. Mech, can you pick him up? Alright, carry Mega Spider. Grab him. Bring him in here. This is now... Actually, we could bring the Mega Spider in here. Nah, we'll bring him in here. Mega Spider in here. Vents are weak. That worries me. But hey, what are you going to do? Alright, Mech. Drop the Mecha Spider. Tend without medicine. Now, we want to assign... give everybody back normal, 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 and normal. Oh, and Steven, while you're there, destroy the hive. My stash in Zero Sieve, it's completely full. My inventory room from the last raid is completely full. Yeah. You are too good, I think, Laguna. I think that's what's happening. You're too good at Zero Sievert. Right, Steven, you can now go back to your life. Please, can somebody build... Like, we're literally running out of food. This was the worst place an infestation could have happened. Alright, Ragara's trying his best. That's all we can ask. In fact, if you wouldn't mind... Do we have you on textbooks? You're on textbooks. Does this even work? Like, Busto hasn't even leveled up plants once yet. And he even has a minor passion for it. What about Hana? Nope. Fuck it. Reread the same textbook again and again. Playing the Escape from Tarkov mod for it, so I don't know. Oh, wait, there's an Escape from Tarkov mod for Zero Sievert? Jesus, there's an Escape from Tarkov mod for everything, I guess. If only the creators of Escape from Tarkov weren't so incredibly motivated by money. Maybe they would continue to have these people who instead decide to try to play their game anywhere other than their game. Because they decided to farm cheaters for cash instead of making their own game actually worth playing anymore. Alright, do we want to fully heal this thing? I don't think we do. Mech, it's not going to die. Leave it be. Now, we are going to try to tame it. And Mech is the only one who can, right? Yeah, like, literally... Yeah, animal downed. Clean the room. Like, why not, I guess, because I accidentally hit clean room. Yeah, so I think we're going to keep the cracks in its shell. Oh god, its shell nearly broke. Yeah, I think we're going to let these sit there so that when we try to tame it, he's slow. Although, if he can't get up and walk around, he might die. If he dies. We're going to try and get an insect on our team. We'll see how it goes. It's great at making other games better, just not their own. Sad but true. Sad because it's true. Nice. These are all tainted, I take it? These are all tainted. Look at that. Okay, good. All of this stuff is being left out to rot. Look at all the space we cleared up. That was taking up so much room. Ah, there we go. Oh, also, yeah, Mech, I want you to tank. I need you to tank, please. Although, is what you're wearing better? It might be. Hold on, stick with armor. Let's look at your gear. So, flak vest, flak jacket, flak pants, helmet. I feel like that's probably better, right? Does it show me? It shows me work, shows me combat. Here we go. It doesn't show me his actual armor right now. Okay. Let's let the game play in the background. At a 1 speed. So this has like armor, sharp blunts, heat. Yeah, I feel like this is better than the steel plate. Is that right? Can you show me the steel plate? There we go. Yeah, that's better than steel plate. Alright, we'll stick with that. Don't talk to me about clearing up space. Sorry, I didn't mean to trigger you quite like that. I apologize. What if you just put the steel in the mech? Come on now. Alright, whatever. Carry the steel over there so that someone else can pick it up and bring it back, if you must. Oh, we've already filled it with steel. Never mind. We already did this. For some reason. Oh, we should give him a medical bed so that we know to take care of him. Animal sleeping spots. Medical. Fantastic. Should we heal? Should we fully heal this thing? I don't know. I kind of like the idea of keeping these here for now. He's healing pretty quick, actually. Considering I didn't tend those? I'm not surprised it's changing at all. Alright, Steven is almost done putting the rice back. There we go. So the area. That half second of no power really confused him. He's like, oh well, I guess it doesn't work. I won't plant anything. So yeah, my wife and I, we've been watching bad movies recently. Yeah, so we watched the Mufasa prequel to The Lion King. That was pretty bad. Then we watched Lion King, like the CGI Lion King. That was also pretty rough. Although I will say one thing to Mufasa's credit, they did at least give the animals they made them more emotive, which was good. I think too many people thought that was the only reason that Lion King 2019 was less great, and in fact it isn't. Because even if you made the animals and the emotion, the animation more emotive, the actors were still told to act like blocks of wood, so it's not really going to fix anything. Like the delivery on some of the lines in the Lion King CGI, I refuse to call it live action. Like, the CGI Lion King is pretty rough. So, there's that. But yeah, Mufasa, they actually emote a bit more, which is something. A lot of other things about the cinematography in that movie are not great. Like, the camera seems to be alive and also on cocaine. Like, it just refuses to sit still for any moment of time, which is nauseating, to say the least. So, that was a choice. Also, the movie sucks. Mufasa is a bad movie. So yeah, so we watched Mufasa, and then we were like, I wonder, is The Lion King worse than this? Like the 2019? So we watched that. Then we watched Lion King 94, the original, and it's not even... You can't even really compare them, to be honest. How's our Mega Spider doing? It is healing. It's still in severe pain? Is it hungry? I really don't actually have a way of knowing. Mech, do you want to, like... Why can't we... Why can't I... Do not fireable. Why can't I heal the Mega Spider anymore? What? Oh, it just died. It died in front of him. Alright, well, never mind. So much for that. What happened? He was fine. He was healing. Does it have a log? Oh, Mech punched it in the face. In fear. Wait, why? Do I have you set to attack? I thought I had you set to ignore. Yeah, I have you set to ignore. What? Oh, well, whatever. We tried. We tried our best to get a Mega Spider for a second time. And, well, that's how it's going. We can remove these plans too, by the way. Probably should have done that earlier. I'm tempted to load that save, but I refuse. That did happen. Yes, that is an unfortunate representation of events. Alright, so I'm going to build another marble bed because I refuse to accept that that's the best we can do. Let's get through the night again. Normal, normal. We don't have any other poor beds sneaking under the radar, do we? Pigs join. 2 of them. They're adorable. Pigs eat a lot. And really the only way to get any value out of pigs is to rear them. And I really, I mean, like, we literally have 3 hungry pen animals already, so not looking good for the pigs. If I release them to the wild, they will eat all of my crops, so such is life. Alright. And I have hungry pen animals because all of the hay grass randomly decided to become blighted, which is great. And now they're starving. Yeah, I really don't know how to maintain animals in the desert. Maybe the trick is you just don't. Maybe that's what I'm missing. Animal migration of guinea pigs. Ah! And here we see the annual migration of the majestic guinea pig. While small in stature, they do tremendous works when together in a group. Their varied hues allows them to escape even the notice of the most astute predator. Mech no longer needs to be wearing armor. Let's fix that. And also, actually, Mech, you shouldn't be wearing much of anything. And you can hear the cute tiny whispers of the guinea pig as they go about their beautiful journey. And here, nestled secretly in the bunch is a albino guinea pig. While rare, it doesn't appear to have white eyes, which is red eyes, which is abnormal for an albino. It could just be that the printer ran out of ink. They go squeaking across the desert to wonders unknown. Don't eat my fucking corn. Yeah, I don't know how to keep animals in the desert. Maybe you just don't. Maybe trying to keep an entire menagerie is bad and dumb. And I should feel bad and dumb for trying. There is a good chance that that's the case. Let's be honest. Missing greens? What do you... Alright, you're standing still. Make the damn kibble. Ah. Also, insect meat. I want to make sure insect meat is stored in here. There we go. Alright, oh my god. It's a feeding frenzy. Alright, I don't think any of the... oh no, the starving ones did eat. Okay, good. That's good. Natalia, missing greens? How? How are we missing greens? Any corn ready yet? No? It takes a year for corn to grow. Is that right? That can't be right. I wish it had the age of each individual corn stalk. Dry thunderstorm. Hungry pen animals. Animal starvation. If the hay grass would stop getting blighted, we'd be in a better situation. Actually, how's this hay grass? It's 97% done. Alright, so animals, you'll be fine tomorrow. Just believe me. If you don't make it, you don't make it. Okay, why do we have idle? I guess, So, if Natalia has nothing else to do, she can absolutely research. I think Giles can actually be taken off of research now, to be honest. If we have idle colonists, what are good tasks that colonists could do forever? You know, like, we could give them different recreational abilities. Oh, the table's done. Oh, nice. Okay. Honestly, just... Do we have a table in the prisoner's room? We do. Deconstruct these. Actually, let's just uninstall all of these. There we go. God, everyone is like just standing around. I've never had such an efficient colony, or to put it another way, I've never had a colony where everyone has nothing to do. It's upsetting, actually. Alright, I guess we'll put it here? Maybe 3x3 was not the right size. Maybe we should have done like a long table. In fact, I might have to just do that. Hold on. Alright. For now, everyone gets to meet in the laboratory. Alright, just wipe the sawdust off of your food. It'll be fine. And we'll build 2x4. Yeah, that's better. That's much better. Yeah, do that. Do we have this? No, we're missing 95 marble blocks. Is this marble? Alright. Let's trim this down a bit then. That'll give someone something to do. Yeah, dig a marble, Giles. So, what do we need people to do? Like, we're slowly researching our way. We do need... Oh, is this good? It is. Alright, amazing. Deconstruct that. So I think what we need to do is... we need to reinstall... We need to install Stephen's leg. So let's do that. Is Mech good enough at doctoring? Yeah, he's a 14. If he screws it up and destroys Stephen's kidney, I will be upset. But ultimately, there's not really much I can do about that. So I need Stephen. I need right leg. Let's keep track of that. Right leg. Although his left toe is doing pretty rough. Or his left foot is doing pretty rough. But anyway, right leg. Install prosthetic leg on the right. On the right. Okay. Right leg? Right leg. Good. One day I will do that, and it will be sad. Let's use the good medicine. That's what we're saving it for. It's time to get Stephen his leg. These animals are starving, but it's okay, because shortly we will have hay grass, probably. Just been aboard the EFT overhaul mod for 7 days. Got a huge update. By all means, mate. Go check that out, man. Enjoy it. No. Go in the fucking hospital. Why would we do the medical operation in his bedroom? What? How do you make them use the hospital as a hospital then? This is calling itself a hospital. And Mech was getting ready to rip Steven's leg off in his sleep. But thanks for the work, Laguna. And enjoy the overhaul mod. I hope it's even better than Escape from Tarkov than it was already. Alright, Hana is now starving. That's not great. Consumer package survival meal. Fuck it. Alright, we can now reinstall all of the chairs. And we can build new ones as well. We'll build them out of marble, because obviously we can deconstruct this now. Furniture. Chair. We could just make wooden chairs. We do have wood, sod it, yeah. Then they'll be mismatched. This is me giving a shit. Well, okay, no. No, I do care. I'm sorry, I do. I want to not, but I can't. Oh, we can't make them out of stone? Metallic or woody? Alright, perfect. You solved the problem for me, game. Thank you. Alright, Mech. Don't fuck this up. Alright? Don't screw this up. Also, Natalia, is there a reason you're not? Oh, because of all the insect meat? Oh, okay. Well, then just do it forever. We have corn now, too. Don't screw this up, Mech. Alright? Don't do it. We did it. He has a prosthetic leg. Amazing. His movement speed... There's the piece of wood that used to be his leg. I'm glad that we get to reduce, reuse, recycle that. That's great. Oh. Why did Duck 3 die? Oh, did some ducks hatch? Oh, are we serious? Those were fertilized eggs in that fucking box. Fuck's sake. These egg boxes, man, they are more trouble than they're worth, I swear. Alright, hay grass is ready. Corn is somewhat ready. So much meat. Hey, Natalia, do you want to, like, make some kibble? I guess let's butcher the duck as well. Peace talks with the League of Labar. And Robber's Lair, which has an intellectual skill trainer. And 4 pirates. Well, now that Steven has a leg, I think we should probably give him an actual weapon. He is good at shooting. I just randomly decided he should melee, and I feel like it's a waste of his talents. It really is. Who's bad at shooting? Regara, you're terrible, aren't you? Yeah, equip the damn bow. Alright, that's what you get. You get a terrible bow. And Steven, you will get an actual weapon when you get time. Do not make kibble missing greens. This is going to be the death of me. It's going to kill me. Where's all the food going? We have 100% grown corn, if someone could grab it. Giles is grabbing it. There we go. Look at all that juicy, beautiful corn. Green Pit Union, love to see that. Still cooking simple meals out of the hordes upon hordes of meat that we have. Good, that's fine. What do you mean missing greens? Like, what does greens mean? Does that not mean corn? Protein and greens. Does it have to be hay? That's upsetting to me. Whatever. You do you, Natalia. I trust that you know what you're doing, kind of. I guess. What are you doing now? Alright, so you can now make it... So greens is rice, but not corn. Corn is not green. Corn is yellow. Rice is obviously green. If anyone says it isn't, they are lying to you. Alright, so we have now what can only be described as an unreasonable amount of ducks. We can't have fertilized eggs anymore. Sorry. If they're gonna lay them unfertilized anyway, why have the male duck at all? Okay, keep him around for a bit so he doesn't spoil. How's that sound? We'll keep him... who's throwing up? What? Who's Steven? Oh, from the anesthetic. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Oh, also, when you're done making kibble, just drop it on the floor. Like, actually. Someone else can take it. We have whole people standing around doing nothing. Hey, look at Regara learning to plant. Hell yeah. By all means, train that skill. Please. Please do. Gara's going to his hole. Ah, Giles. Trade with a show, I think. What are we looking at here? Tribal headdress? No. Herbal medicine? No. Pemmican? No. Anything I can sell to you? A short bow? Sure. I'll sell you that. Oh yeah, someone gave me that, didn't they? Perfect. Money. Yeah, use my facilities. Sure. Why not? Why not? Track your dirt in my house. Everyone's back to Doctor Care, no medicine, right? Everyone. That includes you, artist Regara. Alright, speed. Speed me through the night. Aside from the obscene amount of ducks, this is actually going pretty well. We have also a ridiculous amount of meat, which spoils in a day. Can we throw together a freezer real quick? Can we turn this into a fridge? Should I turn that into a fridge, or should I put it somewhere else? Let's just do it. Yes, do it. Yes. Go, Stephen. It's begun. Amazing. But it's a -1. -1 in there. Giles has a go frenzy. Even better. Alright, what's the temperature in here right now? 15. 14. 15. 13. 12. 11. Everyone going through here is going to cause a problem. It's refrigerated. Yeah, everyone going through here is going to cause an issue. So we might just need to make a fridge somewhere. We could just make a dumb fridge right here. Of course, I built the cooler there, but I mean, I can move it. Maybe we just build a dumb fridge. Like, we have an entrance to it here. We just make a little fridge. Its only purpose is to store some meat. This is our little freezer. I kind of want it to have a double door. It's already dumb enough, but sure, why not? If I were gonna do a double door, no, it's just like a little utilitarian fridge. Build a copy right there. Put this one back up to like... What do we have these guys at? 20, 21? Yeah, set it to 20. Set it to 20. And... Stephen. Harvesting hay grass. Noble. We do have animals to feed. Busto, you're going to do it, right? Yes. Okay, you go, Busto. Oh, we also want to make sure that this becomes a door. How's that sound? We don't need you locking yourself in a freezer. That would be bad. That would be less than ideal. We have to do this today. we don't do it today, it all goes to waste. Alright, so this storage, in fact, all of these are going to be linked, and they are going to literally only store raw meat. They are the most important place to put it. If you don't have enough limestone to build the walls, but you built the shelves first, I'm gonna be disappointed. Just to say the least. Okay, no, it's fine. We got a last minute delivery from Mech. We're good. Does somebody want to deconstruct that wall before Busto builds himself into it? Don't trap Giles in there, please. Alright, and it's now refrigerated. Alright, good. And also, while we're at it, while we're doing pointless things that don't matter, floors, I think we should go with some concrete in here. You know, like, it doesn't need to look good, it's a storeroom, but it needs to have something. I'm tired of looking at the floor. Tired of looking at dirt. So let's burn some steel on some concrete. How's that sound? Oh, also, let's make sure this is a nice -2 in here at all times. Might not matter because Natalia is in fact using it. Why is it fluctuating so wildly? No one's coming in and out. -1, 0, -1. Put it down to -3 then. Oh, it's probably just from the extreme heat, huh? Alright, so deconstruct that. Let's double insulate this. I can't. There's a door there. I mean, I can move the door. I'm doing a lot to make this tiny, stupid fridge a reality. And I'm just going to commit to it, honestly. I'm just going to commit to the idea of the stupid fridge. Alright. This can now be deconstructed and replaced with a... Build that there too. What's hilarious is I don't even know if this is helping. But maybe it is. Says it's frozen. It is flickering still. One more down. We are burning through energy at night. Holy crap. Oh, the wind picked up though, we're fine. So having this many coolers is probably bad. It is fluctuating wildly in there. Alright, Tiny Dumb Freezer is done. We have one colonist idle. It's Busto. Busto, if you're going to idle about, you are now the hall cleaner. If there's anything to be moved or cleaned, I expect you to be doing it. What are you good at, Busto, besides pretty much everything? Pretty much everything. What could we train you on? We could train you on crafting. Alright, how could I train you on crafting in a way that doesn't waste all of my resources? Making pants and stuff. Who do we have? Natalia is so good at crafting though. Then again, do pants have to be good? No? I don't think so. But then again... Alright, do until you have 7 of everything. And this is now Busto's gig. Natalia, you're going to be crafting firearms. Busto, you're going to be making clothes. Because really, who cares if the clothes are amazing? They just deteriorate over time anyway. And shredding mechanoids. Can we do that here? Shred mechanoid, but that doesn't count chunks, does it? No. We'd need a smelter for that. Busto has inspired trade. Amazing. Oh, we have a sculpture too. Curda Regara. Shame for murder. Is Natalia's room still the best? Yes, actually, it is. Alright, good. But you know what? Let's make sure it's the best. Because she gets jealous easy. I mean, really, we should probably, like, swap her and Hannah's rooms, but it's too late for that now. I don't know why, the beginning of this song always reminds me of, like, Skyrim and also Mass Effect. It's like very Mass Effect map music vibes. And yet also, like, Skyrim fight music vibes. Kinda Halo-y too, actually. I guess it's just violins, isn't it? Yeah. It is just... do be just violins. Okay. So, I think we are stable, but the problem we're running into now is we have too many people. So let's solve that problem with a quest. Now, we have the Robber's Lair to get Skill Trainer, Intellectual, and Camp Loot. 4 pirates. Eliminating all enemies and turrets. There's a bandit camp guarded by 4 pirates. So, 4 pirates. I think we should do the peace talks and the Robber Lair at the same time. And I think that's a good idea. Let's generate the planet real quick. So yeah, we've got the bandit camp right there for 3 days. And the peace talks are actually really close. We could do the peace talks first, even. In fact, let's do that. So, if we're going to take a few people... We need Giles' mustache for its negotiating power, so you're now in armor. We need Steven for his shooting capacity. You're now in tank. We need Hannah for the machine gun. You're now in armor. And we need Mech for his medicinal and also shooting capacity. So that's our crew of 4 people to go fight 4 people. Giles is good at talking. He can shoot, sort of. Steven's great at shooting and melee. I decided he should be melee, but you know what? He's not good enough at it. He dies too quick. So he's going to go back to being a shooting guy. Mech shoots things ridiculously well, sometimes too well. And Hannah has a machine gun. And also shoots pretty good too. So that's all of that. The colony will then be defended by Natalia, Busto, and Regara. Regara can't shoot. Busto can do everything. And Natalia can. So, it's risky. We have a turret. They have a cave troll. We have a turret. We can turn it on if we need to. So there is that. But I think that's our plan. Should I set the caravan to go overnight? I think maybe, yes. Alright. So let's go to the world map. So, forming a caravan to go straight to the peace talks. Then here and then back there. That'll take 2 days, not including looting and shooting time. Alright. We accept. So our crew... Well, actually, I need them to get changed first. Right. Actually, 4 people's perfect, because we have 4 bedrolls. Fantastic. Steven's getting suited up. Love to see it. Oh, also, Steven, equip the auto pistol. You're not spearman anymore. You can just punch people really good if they get in range. Alright, Giles is getting suited. Suit up. Love to see it. We still need Mech. We still need Hannah. They're both sleeping. Hannah's awake. Okay. Mech is still snoozing, huh? Is that the last untainted flak vest? I feel like it is. It is. She is going to wear the tainted flak jacket, though. Okay, so whatever I've changed or modified, or who even knows, it seems to work. So that's good. Now we just need Mech to get off his ass. And you know, get off his ass, really. Alright, so actually this can store... Alright, so let's clear foods off of this. Let's clear any meat. There's no meat here ever. I don't want to ever see any meat on any of these shelves. It only goes here. We can lower this to preferred now, I think. Is that right? Because this is critical. This is important. So preferred, I think that's fine. Because preferred is below important. Yeah, so these will fill up first. And then once these are full, we can move everything into here. I think that works. So any excess crops we can place, or animal products we can place in here. That's good. Kind of anything even, really. Pemmican, obviously not. Who cares about that? Hay, obviously not. Chocolate seems to exist forever. Alright, is mech suited and booted? Looks like it. Let us go. Form caravan. Go. I don't know if there's a point to do all the waypoint stuff, but hey. Giles, Stephen, mech. Anna. 4 people. 1 mission. Should we take the camel? We should. It's really the only reason we have the camel, actually. Travel supplies. Automatically select. We've got all the bedrolls. Are we bringing medicine? No. That seems not wise. Bring 6? Bring 10. Yeah, bring 10. Mech will have some on him anyway, but let's just bring that anyway. What items do we need? We could bring some dead iguanas. We don't really need any of this. Yeah, I don't think we need any of that. So I think we're okay. We could bring duck. We're not bringing survival meals? Let's bring the survival meals. Alright, everyone's food requirements needs to be changed. I forgot about that. That's okay. Are we bringing food for the animal? We are. Okay, so let's send it. Bring the meals too. Let's send it. Confirm. And then what we can do is we can go here, manage food policies, and we want... Let's create a caravan one. Caravan. Caracan. Caravan. Right, caravan. Clear everything. You can eat any meal you please. If you must, you can eat raw food. Not raw meat, but raw animal products and vegetarian stuff. You can do that if you need to. And yeah, like this is an emergency, obviously. You can do that. Fantastic. So now everyone in the caravan is going to be set to caravan. Hannah, Mech, Giles, Stephen. Fantastic. Alright, that works. Everyone grab your shit, get going. Get the camel, get the food. Natalia is resupplying survival meals. Although I will say, I don't know how necessary that is, so just go ahead and... Let's suspend that for now, actually. Yeah, we'll suspend that. You can just cook simple meals for everybody that remains. I think that's fine. They're leaving. They're heading out already. That was quick. Steven, you're slowing everyone down with your heavy armor. Alright. Hopefully they let Steven ride the camel. Alright, we're heading to the peace talks. I think, considering it's called Giles' caravan, I think it does use Giles' social skill. As, to make it work. Oh, compacted steel. Nice. Oh, I thought it meant, like, components. We actually have a lot of components, though, that we haven't gotten. Did we ever get that meteorite of components? I think we did. We did get that. Yeah, I don't see it anymore. Okay. Yeah, compacted machinery is where you get components from. Right. Everything seems to be going well on the world map, at least. We are getting through the pig meat, so that's good. It is still frozen. Once we get through this, we can turn this back down to like 10 degrees and just use it as a fridge. I think that's fine. I do like having a very small freezer just for whatever we need for it. It kind of keeps me from getting this massive stockpile of food I'm never, ever going to get through. The talks floundered. Delegates managed to communicate clearly with basic respect, but were not able to make any progress on genuine issues. Relations with the League of Labar remain unchanged. Giles did gain 6,000 social experience, though. Bloody hell. Not bad. He's a very skilled professional. Alright, so are you guys planning on moving here? Let's just make sure you know the plan, because it seemed like you were just kind of loafing about. Did I hear the chirping of a tiny chick? Oh yeah, the ducklings, right. I forgot about that. Yes. Alright, do we have any unfertilized, fertilized eggs around? It doesn't look like it. I could create multiple egg boxes, I guess. One for each kind of egg. That might be an idea. I don't know. Travelers from Evusha are passing by. Are you guys still... No, you're resting using bedrolls. I was going to say, it's the middle of the night. Surely you're not traveling. Alright, food seems to be going well. We have a little more cotton now. We're actually creating something. Alright, flick that switch. By all means. Alright, caravan's moving. They're kind of trucking, actually. They're doing alright. We've got a whole day of food, so that's good. So this bandit camp worries me. I will like getting that skill trainer, though, for intellect. I wonder who we should use it on. Maybe Natalia? I feel like Natalia is always busy. Oh yeah, I can't select them because they're not in a map right now. But they're about to be. Stowe is training his craft. What is his crafting at right now? I mean, honestly, a shirt gets him halfway. It's poor, but who gives a damn, really? Alright, Giles has arrived at the bandit outpost. So, I'm looking at this bandit outpost. I am seeing 2 buildings, no turrets. I'm seeing a place we could maybe even shoot from as well, which is news to me. It's new music to my ears. Alright, let's secure the camel. Very important. Secure the camel. Mech. Secure the camel. Everyone else, move up. Alright, mech. Move up as well. They all have clubs. I feel bad. A little. Wait, they have clubs, but also, like, solar power? What is this place? Who are these people? They are immediately fleeing. Okay. We did it, guys. Are you dead? Yeah, you are. Okay, so no clothes from you, I guess. Alright, we will take back everything that isn't nailed down. Let's move the camel in. I would almost hit slaughter the camel. I do not want to do that. Bring the camel in. And deconstruct the caravan hitching spot. Mech. Rope the camel first. You can milk it later. Payment arrived. Oh, look at that. They drop it in on the thing. Okay, so what does this do? 1. Use superdose of mechanites trains a specific skill. Once released into the brain, they quickly improve the skill in a specific area. Okay, so we can just make someone a super genius. Who do we want to make a super genius? Also, Let's just start. Let's claim. 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 I wonder if only the two that we shot fled. Oh no, they all fled. Okay. Alright, let's start exploring. Giles, get in there. Steven, get in there. Let's get a stockpile zone going as well. Let's get a dumping stockpile zone for the bodies. For any corpses. Don't clean that. Clear home area. There we go. Alright, we have a tiny room. Let's see what else we got. God, this area, this was not set up very well. No wonder they were so easy to defeat. We've got so many beds. Amazing. Alright, we'll just claim all of these. Hey, we get to sleep here. Look at this shit. Alright, so now what we can do is start deconstructing everything. All of this, all the cloth will take. Obviously, we'll take the power. Obviously. Definitely take that. Take that. There's a flak vest in here? What? This is ridiculous. Oh, also you can... You don't have to be... You don't have to be the... Drafted, that's the word, Jesus. Alright, so we're gonna... Alright, orders. Claim it all. Just claim everything. Everything that isn't nailed down, we'll claim it. Fantastic. Okay, and we'll go ahead and deconstruct everything in here. Don't deconstruct the wall though, because obviously who cares about that. What floor is this? Paved tile. Does that come up? It is just steel at the end of the day, right? Like a little bit of steel, what's that going to do? Everything. Alright, remove the floor. This is a sandstone bed. This is all slate. Love it. I love that we don't even have to use our... We just don't have to use our sleeping bags. We just have beds ready to go. That's pretty nice. Deconstruct the steel lamp. We'll take all the steel. We'll take all the components we can get to. I guess, honestly, just leave this here. We don't need to deconstruct the slate anything. They can at least have a table to eat at while they live here for a day. God, look at that grand steel. Look at that. Or stele. That's ridiculous. It's enormous. What's the beauty that gives? Oh, 30? That's it? Never mind. Alright, we've got some components. Does somebody want to load the components onto the pack animal so they stop deteriorating? Thank you. In fact, load all the meals too. Steven's going to eat the fine meal. That's fine. No pun intended. Ooh. A combat supplier while my main negotiator is gone. How very rude. Who could negotiate in his stead? Regara. Honestly, you're probably good enough. You're really good at like harvesting things, but not so good about getting food or replanting them, I've noticed. What's that about? You know, before you continue to decimate my crops, go talk to Hanson. We might not even stay here a night, to be honest. We might just be done already. There's really not much going on here. Alright, Regara, what are we dealing with here? Another combat supplier that has a lot of maces, but also a doomsday rocket launcher. Okay, sure, why not? And another recon armor. What's everyone got the recon armor for? Alright, well we have no money, so we actually can't afford any of this. We do have a skill trainer that's worth 400 bucks. Okay, we should take those quests more often. Especially if they're going to be this easy. I I don't see a reason to sell it, though. I think I'd rather have someone who's good at being smart. That'd be nice. I'm going to keep my spear. For old time's sake. And also, I think it's actually really good against mechs. I think it's pretty good against mechs. Is the breach axe better? Not really, no. Yeah, I think we're good then. Mech, since you don't really have anything to do. Load all of this onto the pack animal so it doesn't deteriorate. It is a little bit of steel. I don't really know if it's worth sticking around for. In fact, I do know it isn't. Let's get out of here. Alright, well this was fun. Let's get him back. Reform the caravan. Send him home. Travel supplies. Take everything that isn't nailed down. Items. Okay, this is the important part. So, we'll take back all the steel. This is why we bring the camel. We will bring back the dead merchant. We will bring back the clubs. Maybe we can sell them. We will bring back all of the terrible clothes we found. Maybe someone will use them. Now, do we bring back the beds? There is a couple of good beds, and we do have... Like, we actually have the space. Barely. So, we could just do that. How much does that slow us down? Quite a bit. Just bring the slate bed then, because it looks cool. And I think we're good. I don't think we need anything else here. Got all the people, that's important. Don't want to leave anyone behind. Alright, send him. Enter Giles' grotto. Fantastic. Regara is training his plants. Look at that. Level 4. He's going to start to know which end actually goes in the ground pretty soon. Excited for this. Giles has a minor break risk. Get over it. Observed corpse? Please. Eat without a table. You had a table. That was a choice. You chose to eat without a table. I can't help you with that. Alright, how are our ducks doing? They seem to be doing great. We're somehow keeping up with kibble, although... Hey, all of the tarnished stuff is finally deteriorating. Good. Missing protein in greens. I'm starting to think it's just taking the piss, because I'm seeing so much rice, and yet apparently that doesn't count, even though earlier it did. Alright, is this hay grass coming along in any way? Okay, it is, kinda. It takes about 16 days for it to grow. How many days are in a month? So it takes an entire quadrum, pretty much, for a hay grass to grow. And then it all got blighted. That's upsetting to me. Since it takes so long to grow, honestly, let's just do that. And let's do hay grass. If it's that long of a turnaround, we can just have hay grass kind of growing everywhere, right? I don't see a reason not to do that. If I could grow it here, I would. Wait, why is no one growing anything here? Why is... Regara, is there a reason you've decided to not sow? Yeah, whatever. That's a problem for like 5 minutes from now when we run out of food. Trade caravan from Ivusha is leaving, which is a shame. I was hoping to sell them my steel clubs. So this is League of Labar, we can't trade with them. This is South Monan, we can't trade with them. This is South Monan, we can't trade with them. We are literally surrounded by people who hate us. Fair enough. These are slowly deteriorating away, which is great. I don't know if I want you harvesting the heal root, Regara, but I guess it's too late. It's probably vastly improving your planting skills, though. Which is great. until you do that. Look at that shit, though. Yeah, plant that hay grass. Yes, this is exactly what I wanted you to do. I do also want you to plant rice, but, I mean, beggars can't be choosers. Arms for the poor. Alright, where's my troop? They are nearly here. 3 days. They didn't even run out of food. That's new. They usually run out of food. That doesn't usually happen. Not gonna lie. Like the last time we sent people out, I think Giles passed out from starvation and nearly died and had to be carried back in. Am I making that up? I feel like that happened. Oh, I forgot about this little, like, defensive position we built over here. We should get some sandbags built in front of this. We really, really should. Maybe 2 machine guns there as well. Oh, actually, you don't want machine guns right next to each other because they will... if one blows up, the other one will blow up, and that would be very bad. We could definitely put, like, one here, and then we could put another one right there. Surrounded by walls so that it's not going to hurt anybody, hopefully. I think that's a great idea. And then we shall... Oh, the soft sand! Ah, oh, that upsets me so much. Oh well, what are you going to do? Okay, so let's fix everyone's loadout. You're normal, you're normal. You are... There's your normal, and there's normal. Perfect. And also, every day eats for everyone. Fantastic. It is kind of funny that we left the 3 people that need to read textbooks behind. That was not intentional, but it makes sense. Does somebody want to pick up this shirt? Nobody wants to pick up this shirt. Pull it out of the way. Thank you. Alright, Giles is going to fix Ragara's mistakes. Ragara is going to pretend he just forgot that the area outside of his house is supposed to have... outside of his room is supposed to just be full of plants. Oh, sorry, I thought that I was just supposed to cut them. I didn't know we like put them back afterwards. That's new. It wasn't like that. I don't remember doing that before, but okay. We have a new room for somebody. It was going to be for Mega Spider, but that didn't work out because Mech is a jumpy little bastard. Oh yeah, so intelligence skill trainer. Who should have it? Not Mech, although he really has nothing else to do. When he's not shooting and not doctoring, what is he doing? Maybe Mech. Giles is a 6. Okay, it's Mech. There you go. Congratulations, Mech. You get to learn intellectual. Alright, it's a 4. He's now a 7. We're not harvesting this corn, guys. It took an entire year to grow, and we're just not harvesting corn that is done. Is there a reason for this? Like, it takes so long to grow. Please harvest it. We can now shrink this all the way down, and we can expand this for them to ignore, and then eventually the plant will just die. Apparently, I guess that's what we're doing now. We have a lot of vegetables, huh? Now, is Natalia grabbing from here? I hope so. That's grabbed from anywhere. That's grabbed from here. That's grabbed from here. This is not grabbed from anywhere. What's the radius I have on this? 11? Let's make it 11. There we go. And same with... That's why she's randomly running off into the fields to get food. Okay, that makes sense. What about you? Make kibble. Your ingredient radius is unlimited. You just hate me. She is making kibble as we speak, though, which is kind of crazy with it. That looks like a lot of things that you don't normally like to use. Is the hay grass filling the other gap? No? Alright, fuck me, I guess. Whatever. I don't understand kibble. I'm starting to think I never will. Alright, Mech. You research now. Congratulations. And Regara, I don't know what you're going to do, but it ain't research. No, not you, Giles. I need you to make some pads, Regara. You want to do that? I guess we don't really have any. I love that the lightning flickers the frickin' solar generators. It's so good. Apologies for the flashing, by the way. This is quite the thunderstorm. Tattered apparel. What apparel is tattered? The button-down shirt. Okay, so we have a somewhat regular clip of cotton coming in. It ain't much, though. But I think we can now ask for non-tattered apparel. Like, it can be tattered for a little while, but if it's tattered for too long, then, you know, make something else. And I guess I'll leave everyone on regular apparel, because they should swap it out when it's tattered anyway. I think. Don't quote me on that. Oh, we can flick this back up to fucking... Yeah, we'll just set it to like 16 in here. There is no reason to have this refrigerate right now if there's nothing in it. Actually, we could just toggle power. Let's just do that. Toggle it. Mech is researching. You'd love to see it. So pretty soon we can make machine pistols. I don't think we care to. Making gun turrets would be nice. That's just steel, isn't it? Or is it... Oh, it's... Oh, you need metallic and steel? Okay. So you can make it out of, like, plasteel and stuff. Weird. Or, I mean, gold. Why would you make a gold mini turret? I guess at least you'd be able to use the material for something. I suppose. We could set up a second grow room in here, I think, right? Like, if I look at this... This is a 9 by 9, and it could be better. If I look at this... I mean, I'm seeing, like, pretty close to 9 by 9. Like, if I go here, I'm seeing 9 by 9. We could easily put a second grow room down here. We could also expand this way, but... Oh, wait, no, we can't. Soft sand. Soft sand everywhere. Not a drop to drink. I remember I briefly installed a terrain mod that allowed me to... replace terrain, and I only ever used it so I could replace soft sand with sand. Because I feel like that's a reasonable thing to be able to do. Just get a whole bunch of sand from somewhere and just make this real sand. Let's do that. I guess I could build this here. Or I could have this come back. Cancel that one. What could I do here? If I build that there, it doesn't really change anything, but it does stop people from being up. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Let's do that. Ah, this now has no power. That's a good point. Production power. Hidden conduit. This time we bring a hidden conduit right down here. And right through here. Oh, speaking of which, League of Labar. They will prepare for a while and attack. They're approaching from multiple angles. So, these are the people we just tried to peace with. They refused. They have lots of spears and clubs. They have spears and knives. And spears and spears. Okay, let's just deal with the people up top immediately. Giles. Armor. Steven, tank as always. Mech, armor. Hannah, armor. Who else can shoot out of the rest of you? Natalia, you can kind of shoot, right? Weirdly, you're better at punching, but you're also like 81, so you will in fact not be punching. Busto, you can as well. Okay, so you will also armor up to the best of your ability. Everyone seems to be grouping up. Mech, get equipped. Rigara is, getting the power hooked up. Great. Love to see that. We are going to need that hooked up, like, immediately. Oh, actually, Jesus. I didn't even realize what time it is. We'll have to save this raid for next week. Bloody hell. Where did the time go? Alright. Another raid! Glad those peace talks went so very well. I cannot believe that it's fucking 10. When did that happen? We'll save the raid for next week.